Hello, happy Monday. Welcome to Tamara's Paper Trail. This is Mystery Card Monday. I'm Tamara Bertram, and I'm coming to you from Edmonton, Alberta, Canada. And hey, I guess I remember the spiel. It's been a while. I mean, okay, I did go live last Monday, but I haven't done a Mystery Card Monday in forever. So welcome. Give me a hidey ho. Let me know who's out there, who's watching, who's playing along. Are you excited? I'm excited. Like I say, I haven't done a Mystery Card Monday since probably November, maybe early December. It's been forever. I was doing Let Me Show You How, and that was fun. But I'm like, no, I need to do a Mystery Card Monday. Melanie, hello, Happy New Year. Yeah, haven't cleaned my glasses in forever, apparently. Hello. Keep jumping on, people. Let me know who's going, where. I don't even know where my... Maybe I need the glasses to find the glasses cleaner. Nope. Okay. I don't know. It's gone. I had hoped, I don't know where it went. I had high hopes. I had high hopes of cleaning up this zone over the holidays, but life, it kind of like, so that didn't happen. I have new piles on the floor. I've been creating today, so it is chaos, organized chaos. Dirtville, hello. Hi from Dirt Ollie. Dirtville, my favorite Dirtville gal. Hello. Oh, you guys, I have missed you. Hi, Penny and Susan and Lynn. Inez, hello. Happy New Year. Christine, hello. Bernice is in the house. Tracy, happy Monday. Sandra, hello. Nice to see you. Typos, right, right, Dirtville? I have so missed you guys. Yeah. I was going to say something and now it's completely... Oh, Christine, yes, I'm thinking of you because I just saw... I just recall that I saw your card. So that reminded me to say thank you so much to everyone who sent me Christmas cards, sympathy cards, swap cards. I spent the better part of Sunday from 4:30 in the morning until noon scheduling about 135 cards. You guys, I was like, oh, I looked at them and went, I love getting a Happy Mail, but then I'm like, oh my God, look at all the Happy Mail. It's fun. You guys, you're going to have to be seeing like Christmas cards in the middle of like March because that's how many I got. So thank you. I know you'll forgive me. I sent out the large majority of my cards December 18th, which was the day that Dad passed. So I got most of them out before that happened. After that, obviously my head was elsewhere. And so there are some people, especially my US friends, I didn't get them out. I'm sorry. Next year, I've got a list. I have lists, and I'm going to refer to said list next year, hopefully before like the 18th of December. I'm going to try to get them out earlier this year. Thank you to everyone who sent me a card, and if you did not get one from me, I do apologize. I know you forgive me for that, right? Marilyn, hello. Nice to see you. Hey, Petawawa, how are you doing? Jenny, hello from cold and windy Nova Scotia. It was plus 9 degrees in it. You guys, I can't even with our roads right now. Craig had to help the neighbor. Now that he's retired and everybody else is off at work, our neighbor, lady across the street, she got stuck getting out of her driveway. It is such a hot mess on our roads. It's like this deep, and now it's slush, but it's pure ice underneath, and now there's water, and of course it can't drain because it was 9 degrees. Can't use my outdoor fridge anymore. If you're Canadian, the outdoor fridge is the deck. So it's nice over Christmas. It's like, hey, I don't need a freezer. I just pop the ice cream out on the deck. So that's done. We can't be doing that right now. Plus 9. What is going on? Hi, Kathy. Nice to see you, my friend. Hey, Mary. Hello, Alina. Cold and rain. Yeah, Alina. Well, that's what happens when you're in BC. Okay. So the weekend, yes, Sunday, back to not sleeping. I had a couple of good nights. I even tried some gin last night. It worked not too bad, but yeah, back to not sleeping. I think now I'm just in the, oh my gosh, I haven't done, like I haven't paid bill. I haven't done anything for a long time. So I kind of woke up, I got to get up. I got to get doing stuff. So today was get her done day. Enough of this lollygagging around. We had things to do because what is happening tomorrow? I hear you cry. My BOGO event is tomorrow night, 6:30 right here Mountain Time. Pop in, do a little shopping from your chair, okay? You're not actually, well, you're sort of shopping. You're getting my stuff for free when you buy something new. So there's a whole new catalog has just launched, new online exclusives, new kits. There's bonus days, coupons are being earned for items of $60 for orders of $60 or more. There is the product of the month, which is amazing. I'm hoping it comes tomorrow. Can't show it to you today, sadly, but it's a really good stamp set for $5 when you spend $100. So you can stack those deals. Yeah, you're going to place an order through my store, and then you're going to get my stuff for free. I've got a pile out there. It was in a box, then I needed the box. So it's all over the floor. I'm going to price it tomorrow, and we're going to get it out of here. We're going to get it into your house and out of my house, right? You just have to pay for the shipping to get it there, which isn't a lot. Don't let that scare you. Normally, I mean, unless you're buying a whole bunch of stuff, it can fit in one of the small prepaid boxes, which is $19.99 plus like $21. Yeah. And you place the order yourself, and then I mail you my stuff, and then we're done. It's all good. Hey, hi Jen. Hi Donna. Heather. Hello. Karen. Lois. Julie. Hello, my friend. Happy New Year. So that is my main thing. Spread the word. Tell your friends. Like, there's no obligation. You can pop in and watch. Now, of course, my American and, well, my international friends can't shop from me, but hey, you can pop in. Say hi. So that's tomorrow's entertainment. Hey, I have something else that if you're, I wanted to get some merch, some Tamara's Trailblazer or Paper Trail merch. And so I did get some merch, and then went, oh, it's going to cost money to mail it to people. So that's not fun. But here's something that you can snag if you're ordering tomorrow. 6:30 Mountain Time, Inez. Right now it is 7 o'clock here. So whatever time it is where you are, then you know the time difference. I don't know. Are we in the same time zone right now? It is 6:30 Mountain Time. So anyway, hi, Marcella. Hi. I said hi to you. Sorry, Tammy. All right. Look at what I bought. Okay. So this is what I got. I got these block holders. So if you're ordering tomorrow, we can pop it in your box if I'm mailing you like a prepaid box, because it will fit in there if there's not too much else in there. But it's a block holder, and I'm selling these for like $15. They're going to hold your blocks on your desk like so. It's really cool. I love it. Anyway, so these are, I don't know how this works. So there's the skinny tall ones and the big long ones. Anyway, so they're going to be like $15. So you can add that to your order. It's not part of the BOGO. It's just like, hey, if you want this, it's $15. I've got about 30 of them, and I figured, well, if I don't tell anybody about them, nobody's ever going to buy them. So anyway, hello, Houston. How are you? Okay, so let's make a card. Now, what happened there? Was that okay? So I came down here going, I haven't made a card in 1,000 years. How am I going to do that? You know what I do, and what I recommend to you guys when you haven't made a card. Your mojo is who knows where. It's still on vacation. What are you going to do? What do you do when you don't have a clue? You open your catalog is what you do. And now I can show you the inside of the catalog. Let's do that. I'm going to show you what we did tonight. Hey, did you tune in that time I showed you my new toy? My new little paper, this thing, whatever. It's like a hole punch, essentially. But anyway, it's very cool. So I flipped open my catalog, and I went, okay, I'm going to look for a card layout to case, copy, and share, right? 2 block holders. Well, Lena, aren't you just a peach? Thank you. Yeah. Are you going to pop in tomorrow? We'll figure that out tomorrow if you do any shopping, Lena, and then I can add it all in together and stuff and things like that, right? Okay. Hi, Penny. Hello, my friend. Anyway, so I started flipping through my catalog, and I went, well, I'm going to find a card layout. And not going to lie, I'm like, wow, there are a lot of scrapbook pages, but there weren't a lot of card layouts in here. Until I got to the page that I feared was missing, this one, templates. And I started having a little gander at that. I kept flipping, though, and the very next page, I'm like, all right, this is a Mystery Card Monday layout if I ever saw one. This. Clean and simple and quick and easy. But know that this is more than just a catalog. It is a great resource. All of our catalogs are a great resource. And especially, okay, hang on. I'm challenged. What's going on here? There we go. Especially our templates. There are blogs, and if you Google card sketch in Uncle Google, it'll bring you up all kinds of sketches. But I like that now there's a little page dedicated in every catalog. There's some tags, scrapbook layouts, and then in this case there only seems to be 4 that I could find. But it's a resource. Flip through, find a layout that you like. I like this one too. like depending on the set you're using. But I wanted something that was going to be fairly universal, and that's what I came up with. So we're going to start, as always, with basic. So if you're new to stamping and you don't have a lot of the toys, that is okay. All you need is paper, ink, and stamps. Possibly, like, a few embellishments. Everybody's got a few embellishments, right? You can get yourself down to the dollar store, or raid your child or your grandkids a little school kit or something, come up with some sort of embellishments. But if you want to keep it simple, that's where we start, and then we're going to step it up. Hello, Carol. How are you? Happy New Year. Lots of purple hearts. Thank you. Okay. And so we are going to start. Where's Mr. Pointer? We're going to start with our standard card base, 8.5 by 5.5. And so this is the basic one. So if you're a beginner, or if you have to mass produce, Sherry, I'm looking at you. Actually, I'm not, because Sherry's in Mexico right now, but Sherry's going to watch the replay. I know Sherry. And I like to make cards with Sherry in mind. It actually keeps me from overdoing it, knowing that, Sherry needs lots of quick and easy. She mass produces a lot for charity. So I like to keep them simple, and then we can step them up. Hey, Stacy, are you in the house? Check out the nails. We got some plaid. This was for Friday. So Dad's funeral was on Friday. And I had to do, let's just pop back to me. I had to do a whole bunch of nods to my dad. So it made me absolutely giddy that I found a blue and white plaid tablecloth from the dollar store. And I found, hi Sandy, and I found matching paper plates they matched the tablecloth. It was like it wasn't plastic. It was like a vinyl tablecloth, like $4 or something. Found matching plates, and then I did my nails. Now, these aren't even wraps. Like I said, people are going to think these are wraps. No, this is a stamp. I did a post on that the other day. This is crazy. It's stamping on nails. So I have, there's like, what is it called? Like a mask of sorts. And there's a tool, and I put up this gel on the mask, and then I roll the tool on it, and then I roll it on my fingernail. Anyway, I just thought that was extremely cool. And so let's get back to cards. It was a nod to, okay, wrong button. It was a nod to my dad, and it made me happy that whenever I looked at my nails, it was a little bit of dad right there. So anyway, right. So we've got our card all over the place, you guys. I've missed you. Have you missed me? And Dolores, you've missed us both. Card layer, 4 by 5.25. I'm going to put that down there. I'm not going to tape it down because I actually have this simple one. I'm going to show you how to step it up in a minute. Okay, so 4 by 5.25 is this layer. Okay, don't you think, Stacy? There's my girl. Yeah. Anyway, I thought you'd get a kick out of that one, Stacy. Hi, Cindy. Linda. Hello. I need some water. Very parched. I've got like 3 water bottles here, and all of them are empty. Here we go. Here's some. Anyway. Okay. Oh, no, Linda. No, don't. No. I won't be having any of that, girl. No. I'll send prayers your way, my friend. Keep us posted, okay? All right, sending love. All right, so this is going to get taped down, although I'm not taping it down. Now, I brought in some designer paper to... Did it? Okay, really? All right. 2.5 by 3.5. This is paper from... Let me check the pile on my floor. Hang on. I love it. I can't remember what it's called. That's how much I love it. It's been a long time since I made a card, so I don't even know what anything's called. This was the Brushed with Beauty. Fabulous paper. Gorgeous paper. 2.5 by 3.5. That's designer paper pattern number 1. And then this one, designer paper pattern number 2, is 1/2 by 3 3/4. So we are simply going to tape it down like this, tape it down like this. We're going to center that. And I want this to move. I don't want this to get all dirty. Let me just look at that. I'm pulling out my catalog again. Literally, it's 7:14. We're almost done. So looking at our original card, right? This is the layout. Now this one, I actually, on my card, I did a 1/4 inch strip, but I thought, well, let's try a 1/2 inch here. But this one is a 1/4 inch, I can tell. It's a little bit thinner. Okay. So we're going to tape those down like that. Then I'm going to come in. I've got scrap for a sentiment. In my case, I've got 3 1/4 by 1/2. And so for this one, I brought in Words of Beauty. So this is, yeah, it is part of the same suite. And I just thought, I like a long, I like a long strip. This one I'm doing, let's see, I did You're a Great Friend on my original one. Let's do It's Your Birthday. So I'm going to take this strip and I'm going to see, no, I think I put away, because I put away the It's Your Birthday. No, I didn't. Thinking of you. Oh, there it is. It's your birthday. Okay. Okay. Hi, Vicky. What are you doing? First time watching. Well, thank you very much. Vicky, welcome. But isn't it like 3 in the morning where you are? What are you doing, girl? A lot of people from Australia, when they can't sleep, they watch me. And then hopefully they doze off. I don't know what that says. But anyway. Okay. I'm going to stamp this up with It's Your Birthday. Okay. Yes, you did get your binding machine. Isn't it fun, Linda? I love it. And it's reusable. That's what makes me really happy. Okay, I'm going to go over here with It's Your Birthday. Oops. So, you guys, like, does this layout get any easier? No, it does not. Well, I guess it could. You could not do that layer. And that's an option too. Like, if you don't have a lot of paper, you don't have to have that layer. This could be the very basic. That layer isn't even necessary, right? We're going to go like that. I'm just going to trim this down a little bit. It's a little bit too long for my liking. Okay, we're going to grab some scissors. Australia was having a heat warning last. Oh, Cindy, really? I didn't know that. Yeah, we're in the throes of winter here in Canada. But you wouldn't know it. Here in Edmonton, it was like +9, which is just stupid for January 12th. It's been colder than a witch's you-know-what for the last couple of weeks, like -1,000,000, and snow everywhere you go. Okay, so you can simply do It's Your Birthday, It's Your Birthday. It's your birthday, it's your birthday. Okay, so basic. Am I going to really keep this as simple as I want to? No. But the magic of television, I'm going to show you the stepped up version. This would be as simple as it gets, right? With the layer. Okay, so I've done, this one was You're a Great Friend from the same stamp set, the Words of Beauty. And then I've put in 3 gems from something about faceted something or others. These are the pearlized faceted circles. Okay, it's 1:15 p.m. Oh, it's only afternoon. Okay, I'm confused then. Devastating bushfires. Oh, we get those here too, Vicky. No, I mean, forest fires we get, not the bushfires. But yeah, it's been horrible the last few years. Do you, Donna? Donna says when she can't sleep, she watches the Australian demos. That's hilarious. All right, so this was You're a Great Friend. I put in 3 gems and some twine. All right, so then you're saying, well, how can you step this up? So if this is the basic, maybe I should just start it. I do kind of like, okay, I'm gonna do it. Gosh, shocking that I've changed my mind. I'm gonna do basic because I do like to then take photographs of as basic as they are. This one, I'm just gonna tape it flat. I mean, we've got nothing but time here, so you know what? Maybe I want that a little bit higher. I think I'm gonna put that a little bit higher. So perfect layout for mass producing. For beginners, it should work with virtually any paper. Okay, I'm going to pop this up on dimensionals. I'm always in such a rush, right? Like I don't have to make 14 cards in an hour. I can just make 2, 3. All right, so here we go. This one's a little bit shorter with the You're a Great Friend. It spans all the way across. Yeah, I like it over to the right. We're going to do twine. You know I love a long tail on my twine. Maybe you don't. I love a long tail on my twine. So usually that's about 7 to 8 inches. A lot of times I will end up trimming it down, but I start off long. Okay. I'm going to grab one of my, I had one, yeah, there's one little dot left on this. These are from the paper pumpkin. kits. So it's your birthday. Put that there. And then, as I do on most of my cards, I'm going to turn this just a hair. I'm kind of angling my lately. One is longer than the other. If you watch, you know that I like my three gems. If I really, really like you, I tend to give you 5. Or if I'm trying to use it in my stash, I might use 5 gems. Yeah, so 1. I like when there are different sizes, and I like when there are different colors. So we'll do 1 of each in each of the sizes. So there's like basic. How do you step it up? You add textures, layers, dimension. So this one we've added a layer, so I call that 1 step stepped up. But what I like even better is if we're going to add in some texture. Now, you guys, I don't know if you noticed this product I think it's an online, no, is it an online exclusive? Yes, it's an online exclusive. January, maybe? Sure. Let's go with January online exclusives. It's called Whispers of Texture, and you get 3 sheets of this corrugated. You can hear it. And then there's this one that's almost like a linen. Okay. So this is the equivalent of having your sheet of cardstock and embossing it without the ever so difficult, okay, focus, the hard work of embossing it. You guys, stock up on this. Why? I haven't used this. I've owned it for a month, and I just kind of fell on it going, oh, why have I not used this yet? And now I want to buy all the packs. So I'm going to find a piece of, what am I going to find? I'm going to find a card base. Look, so it's just going to step it up, that 1 extra step. Well, now I'm going to have to move, well, this is a problem because I don't have any more of this cut. How about I just pretend? Let's just steal from this one. No, I don't want to steal. Okay, I could cut more. Dolores, you can cut more. What is this? Is this 2.5? This is indeed 2.5 by 3.5. Like that. I think that goes, are these flowers upside down? There, yes they were. All right, then I'm going to need a piece of this. I'm going to do it a 1/2 inch. You could also do the yellow side, but I found that a little too busy, so I was using this side. So I'm going to do a 1/2 inch. By 3 3/4, I said, right? 3 3/4. Okay, 3 3/4. So I'm going to tape that down. Oh, it's awesome, Jen. Hi. Wow. And I'm sad because I cut it in half at 6 by 12. And I'm like, no, I needed to cut it at 4 so that I could have maximized it. But I'll be using the pieces. I will not be wasting it. It's fabulous stuff. Okay. Now, so we've added some interest with the texture. So basic, add a layer, erase the stuff. I don't know what this is. Why is there black marks? Probably for my nails. Let's see if that can erase. I don't know what happened there, but anyway. And now we're going to add some texture here. Now, originally, I thought, okay, to really step it up, we'll add some of these. I have some pre-made things. But then I realized, oh, that doesn't work because these were made with vanilla. This paper actually works probably better with the vanilla. But I was going to do Because You're a Great Friend, but that doesn't go. I could certainly make that white, but then I had a little strip of, well, I could make that white. How about if I tape this down? That would be a swell idea. Pick up your card, it falls apart. Who knew it wasn't taped down? Okay. Like that. I get to go to the Mayfield Dinner Theater on Thursday. Very excited. And I'm going to Moulin Rouge at the theater on Saturday. Very, very busy social life right now. Okay. I mean, I could do, should I make this? What time? It's 7:25. Is that going to be too busy because it's your birthday? Let me see. I'm going to chuck this back on the floor where you belong because, you know, you go down there and then, or because, oh, look, I have this. You're a great friend. Because it's your birthday, but I'm going to have to make this white. So do you want me to do that? White, beige, and vellum for the word? Yes, white, beige. White on beige? Is that too heavy? Do you want, let me see. Let's see. I could do, if that was white on beige, will that look weird? One way to find out. Hey, Linda, let's check this out. So these dies, this is the Words of Beauty, and I'm going to do the because our snow zone's gone. Okay, I like the because, not too busy. Okay, well, let's do the because. Are you saying, I don't want to do this as white because that'll blend in with that, but do you think that that's going to look okay? Or should I do it green, like is that too heavy? The green with white on top. What do you think? I can cut both. Let's cut both. You let me know what you think. Usually when I ask that question, I end up doing both just to convince myself. Because it's only paper, and God knows I've got 5,000 pieces of Mossy Meadow. Oh, the sandy color? That one? That's basic beige. Oh, you mean crumb cake? You can't say beige and mean crumb cake. Linda. You mean this one? Okay. The green shadow and white lettering. Yeah, okay. That's what I'm thinking. But now Linda has me all kerfuffled. Speaking of fluffle, did you see my new word? You know, you guys are now my fluffle of friends. From I went to see the movie Zootopia, and in that, Judy, the rabbit, Judy Hop, talks about her fluffle, which is like a hutch of, is it a hutch of rabbits? But anyway, it's kind of a cute little term for a bunch of rabbits. And I'm like, oh, fluffle. I like that, fluffle of friends. How about that? Okay, that's cute. I like that. Okay, all right. I think that's a little less heavy than the green. I think that's, well, or does that pop nice? Should we do both? I'm going to cut 2 of the white, and then we can discuss. Talk amongst yourselves for a minute. Anyway, you guys are my fluffle. Whether you want to be or not. You don't get to say. You don't get to vote. Okay. All right, here's white number 1. Green. Okay, beige with the white. Okay, we're going to try both. We're going to try both and see where we land. So, here's the green. I'm glad to have you in, my fluffle, Kathy. You could be like a fluffleteer, like a mouseketeer, but a fluffleteer. Okay. It was nice. I'm going to show you something too. It was nice to get down here and just create today. I was a little afraid that I wouldn't be able to handle it. You know, I haven't, when you get out of the groove, it's like if you haven't played the piano in a while, you know, when you go back to doing it, you're like a little rusty. So I was a little trepidation. No, I had trepidation. I had trepidation about what I would come up with today, but I crushed one. Okay, so here's, oh, that's sweet. Okay, I'm going to cut this one background out of the Mossy Meadow as 5 pieces flutter to the ground. Okay, so there's that and that. Now, so we have the crumb cake And then this will be like in the green. So that kind of pulls it together. And then, or we've got, oh, I think I like this. It's a little bit softer. And then maybe I should do this in crumb cake too, or is that okay? Let's see what do we feel about that? Is that a little bit too strong? Do you like that green? Okay. Nobody's answering. You're all having a sidebar without me. What the heck? I've done a class with the white crumb cake and vellum. Oh, nice. All right, meanwhile, I'm going to glue this down. I think I like it on the crumb cake because y'all weren't answering me. Okay, crumb cake, but then what should I do? Keep the You're a Great Friend in, what color is that? Mossy Meadow. So I'm dabbling this. I don't like using the glue, but we're going to let it just kind of set up for a minute while I think, and I'm going to stamp the sentiment if we decide we want to. So I'm just going to let this hang out to dry and tack up a little bit. You like the green in the small? Oh yeah, the green? Green sentiment is good. Oh, well, now I have nothing else to do then. Leave the green in, please. All right, Jennifer, princess. And thank you for your card. Honestly, I do have them all scheduled, so it might not show up until March or something. Like, you can only schedule 1 month at a time ahead. So I've got them all as drafts, but they're all hanging out there. Giving credit to everybody. I didn't get into all the details of this is the stamps that they used because my head was going to explode. And without the detail, it took me 8 hours to schedule. Okay, so we're just going to layer this on top of this. Now, if you're not into the words, that's okay. You can do you can do greenery. We have lots of greenery options right now. So there's that become, okay. White on crumb, it looks great as you have it. Thank you, Jaylyn. Right, Darby? That's really nice and soft and subtle. I want to see how this looks though. Do I want to see it in crumb? No, I think maybe I want to see it in crumb. What the heck? Got someplace to be? No. So I thought I had a teeny tiny little strip. This was, I'm going to cut this just a little bit smaller. So I'm going to do this at like 1/4 of an inch. That's a half. I'm going to do it like there. I think that's 1/4 of an inch-ish. Like that. And I'm going to try it in, now, did I do the birthday? Thinking of you. It's your birthday. Let's do this one again, another birthday. We can never have too many birthday cards. Oh gosh, Marcella, stop it. You've been having a month too, my friend. Yeah. Okay, so crumb cake. Now, I am toying with this pecan pie. Yeah, that'll be too dark. Let's just stick with, I don't want to do espresso. Let's see what this looks like. We might not go there. I just like to see the options. Okay, because it's your birthday. Now, if I'm going to stick with the because it's your birthday, I'm not going to do a flag. I'm just going to keep it shorter. Is that too subtle? Discuss. Let's see. I might switch it to keep it softer and use some different softer embellishments. If I did that, because it's your birthday, and then I could go in with, stop it. I've got some glue on my finger. Let's see. Gee, do you think I like my embellishments? I always buy 3 of everything. And then if I don't have a class, then I end up drowning in embellishments, but that's okay. I will be putting out some classes once I get my head out of my tuchus. Okay, these actually go with this. The Pearls of Beauty go with this suite. So let's do this. I'm kind of liking the crumb cake for softness. Too light, you think, Jaylyn? Is it? Oh, do you like? Oh, you guys, you suck. Said with love. Okay, fine. Fine. But I kind of want it on the thinner. You're breaking my heart. breaking my heart. Whenever I want my way around here lately, all I've said is, but I'm grieving. Isn't that awful? I'm evil. So then they just look at me and laugh, and I'm going, fine. Like, they let me have my way. But that was that pass was up yesterday. I had until yesterday to use up that pass. So I'm horrible. I'm like, but I'm grieving. Worked for a while. Okay. So I'm going to stick with this, your birthday. You think that looks better, eh? All right. Tracy, what did you think? Did you think it was too light? See, Kathy, that's why you're my favorite. What sweet is this? Oh, I don't know. Inez, you're asking a lot of me right now, my friend. Brushed with Beauty? Something with Beauty. I don't know. It's an online exclusive, I think, from a while ago. So you think that the green? But look, you guys. I might just overrule you all anyway. I don't know, you guys. I'm going to see what it looks like with these embellishments. Tracy, weigh in. Agree with me. Okay, so green words. Oh, Jenny, why do you hate me? I don't think it's too light, but what if I add like brighter embellishments? Trace, where are you? I don't know. You know what? It's my card. I can do crumb cake if I want to. How about that? I like it. Okay. Now, then if I'm going to do embellishments, I'm going to do crumb cake. I can snazz it up with these guys. So, question is, because I could go a little bit higher. So I could do 1, 2. Tracy, big chicken. Jennifer, perfect. Did you say I'm grieving? I get to go first? I love that. We ate all this. We had like way too much food, so we had left. We left one of the trays of sandwiches for the helper to take home, and so she was grateful for that. And then we had a ton left. Well, the girls, they're just that lazy that they didn't want to make food, so they ate all of the sandwiches. Like, we didn't have anything left over, so it was okay. All right, anyway, I'm going to do, because I think this one I'll just tape down. All right, Darby, you can be my favorite too. Anybody who agrees with me is my favorite. Okay. And then, I mean, they both look good. Like, we're just splitting hairs here, aren't we? Now, where are my little tiny guys? I think it was something like, I'm hungry and they were oh, I don't know. Are there fine moments at funerals? I only cried a little bit. I did really well because I give my eulogy, and I did quite well. And then the slideshow started, and then that was kind of a little bit ugly, but it was a really, really, really nice day. It was so nice. I don't get to go to a lot of parties where I know everyone, so I was pretty excited about that. So yeah, it was nice. It was he would have really liked it. So got to meet some of his buddies that he used to golf with, and I had a word with them. I'm like, okay, thanks you guys. I said, my dad chose your guys's little golf boy weekend away over my university graduation. So I have 2 degrees, and the second degree I got was in business, and my dad was a marketing instructor at NAIT, our college here. And so I was so proud. This needs to be linen. I was all proud of myself, and I was on the dean's list, and I crushed that degree like nobody's business, and I was very, very proud. And I know my dad was proud too. But at the end of the day, he said, well, that's my golfing weekend. Do you mind if I go golfing with the guys? And of course I said no, but of course I was dying inside just a little bit. And apparently I'm not quite over it. Anyway, I said to the guys who were at the funeral, I'm like, thanks a lot. I said, he chose you guys over me. And one of the golfers' wives turned to me and she said, "You think that's bad?" She says, "Tony," and Tony looks at me, she says, "He missed the birth of our first grandchild for that golf trip." And I'm like, "Oh, okay, Tony, you win. And is your daughter speaking to you yet?" I'm like, "What is wrong with you men? I don't understand golf over the birth of a child and your daughter's graduation. I don't know." Okay, I'm just looking for, this is the cotton. This is my linen thread. And no, this is linen thread too. I thought I had a cotton one that was crumb cake. It's just a little bit softer. I thought I would use it up, but maybe I'd already used it up. Okay. Anyway, it was a lovely. I throw a good party apparently. But you know, like Christmas, it's a bit of a make work project. So now I have to put my house back together as you put all of the photos back in the albums. You know, we had a table with his carvings and his fishing stuff and his golfing things and his pipes, and now I just got to put it all back. Like, I don't know about this. Okay, this is, I don't know. Anyway, this is what we're doing. Apparently I'm not making 4 of these because time is already ticking away here. Put that there. What is with that, Karen? Well, and Dad, he's like, well, you know, he says, you know, I went to your first one, and I'm like, well, true, they are boring AF, like, not gonna lie. As you're sitting there, like, from university, you know, there are hundreds and hundreds of names, and being an Alford is my maiden name, you're kind of in the first row, and then they got to sit through the rest, and it's really quite boring. So anyway, no. Okay, so there we go, you guys. That's the layout. All right, so we're starting off with simple. Doesn't even have a layer. Okay, so if you've just got some pretty paper, then you add texture, layers, embellishments. So here's the second one. So we've added a layer. Nothing too crazy, nothing out of control. If you've got more of the toys and some different paper, this one, I highly recommend this. So this is called Whispers of Texture. And then you can add in some different die cuts. Now, again, you can throw in some greenery on this one. You can throw in a subtle pattern on the back. Now, I'm going to destroy my desk here. Let me just show you. Instead of, oh my goodness, it's going to be an avalanche. Instead of, hold on, this textured paper, how about you use, let me find my pile, bring back my pile. You could use, you know, let's turn this over. This could be like this. And then the strip could be, you know, one of these sheets. And then the top could be that, right? So you can mix it up. You can use that more. Oh my God, all of a sudden I'm hot. You can use all kinds of different different pieces. Words are hard. What else have we got? You know, this could be, I like this. Some of the other patterns. Ooh, you know, I like that. This could be this. Oh, that really pops like that. So instead of, should we try to make one? Got a few minutes, right? Is that too busy? You like that? Is that crazy? So let's do this one at 5 1/4 by 4. So 4, 5 1/4. Wait, no, I'll do one more. No, 5 1/4 by 4. What did I say? 5 1/4 by 4. That doesn't look right at all. Is that right? Yeah, okay, like that. 5 1/4 by 4. And then if we had this as, let me do it this way, a 1/2 inch by 3 3/4. Is that half or is that a quarter? That was a half. Okay. And then this one that's a little bit more intense. Where's that other paper? That one's a little too. I tried this one originally. It wasn't quite enough. I think there's another pattern that I love, but I used it all up. It was awesome. But there's this one. Whoa, what do we think of that? Is that too busy? You want this one? Or should I stick with the one I had? It's a little bit smaller. Maybe because it's such a small piece. Yeah, I'll stick with this. Okay, so it was 2.5 by 3.5. So let's go 3.5 by 2.5. And maybe I'll throw some greenery on this one. So let's just give it a completely different look. Yeah, I know, Karen. I've done that before. I honestly have. Oh my gosh, thank you. I have done it, and I would do it again. You guys see me coming. That's why you're my fluffle. You got my back. Okay, the orange blossom paper is beautiful. You like that bigger one? The second print. Oh no, which one did you say? So you think that one's too small now? Or should I do... Let's see. I can cut it up like it's only paper, heaven's sakes. I think that one would be better. Or you could even do brown. No. Big or little? Comment now. Oh, okay. I'm all right. The second print. Okay, I don't know which one that was, of course. I think he liked... So big or little? The big bold one or the little one? Which one was this? This was the stripes. Big? Two and a half. We still have lots of time. Anybody else want to weigh in? By 3.5. And you know what? I'm gonna trim this off a little bit. Big, okay. You know what? This needs cleaning. Look what's going on here. I got all kinds of stuff in there. Out. Fibers in there. Okay, so I want this to be 3.5. Which paper is this? Joanne. Hi, Joanne. It is the Brushed with Beauty. Do you like that big one? Okay, let's do that. Brushed with Beauty. Where's my silicone mat? There you go. Little Jennifer. My goodness, girl. I know. Jennifer likes to do it just to be the oddball. Just to get me going. Little. Oh, big. Big. I got more big. Okay, I got the bigs more than the littles. So, okay. I'm going to go like that. And then maybe we'll come in with some big greenery. I got sweaters everywhere. All right, let's see what we've got. Where's my big greenery? There's some big greenery. Petals of Beauty. Oh, gee. Go figure. It's part of the same suite. What a maroon. As Bugs Bunny would say. All right, so in here, do I have any extra pieces cut? I don't think so, but I got a few, but not the greenery. So let's just say we're going to go in here. I could do a couple sprigs. Maybe if I did a crumb cake and or maybe a beige or a vanilla. Let's do vanilla and green. Okay, vanilla. Lord knows I got enough vanilla. I just got to find it. It's in a bag somewhere on the floor. Here's my bag of green. Lord. Green. Oh, don't you love it when you've got just the right piece of scrap? Yes. Yes, indeed. All right. Okay. So here's the green. Guess we're doing 4 versions tonight. I wanted to play with the bug, but like, all the papers. Now that I've got a new batch of papers to play with, I wanted to play with all of them. I was going to do the bug paper. This was going to be like the plaid, like the gingham. Okay, this I'm going to do in vanilla. I don't know where my scrap. Here's some scrap. Let's do this. Cut out the leaf with the textured paper you're pushing. Oh, too late. Too late. I have my mind set up, or I have my mind made up. Okay, why aren't you going? Okay, so don't forget, tomorrow night, if you're sitting around doing nothing, you should be popping in to my BOGO at 6:30. I'll explain how it all works tomorrow. So we can go like that, we can go like that. And then we can just do a, let's see, for this one, I'm going to do it on a strip of the beige. This one I think I'll stick, well, I think I'll leave this one at the 1/4 inch. By about, let's start with 3.5 and see what I get. Okay, and then this one, oh, so that hides that whole, well, kind of hides that strip if I put it over there. Oh well. Go like that. Then I'm going to go in with It's Your Birthday. Once again. Other sides are these dies with the suite. In the whole suite, yes, Inez. Get online, Inez, and just type in Brushed with Beauty, and it'll pop up what all is included in the suite. There are the 2 stamp, like, so what makes a suite is paper, embellishments, 2 bundles. That makes up a suite. Ooh, use vellum, says Lynn. I like that idea. You mean for these things? Still looking for Adventurous Skies. Yeah, I don't have that one. If anybody has Adventurous Skies they want to sell, hit up Linda. Let's do a sidebar with Linda Ashcroft. She's been looking for that one. Vellum. Yeah, this one's... Okay, use vellum. The question is, though, where is my vellum? That is the question. Vellum! Look at me! Okay. Use vellum. Okay. I still have 8 minutes. Lord. Ice cream. Karen, stop it. Okay, well, I was you know what? I do like the idea. I am pushing that textured paper. But, okay, vellum. 12 by 12 vellum. I'm going to cut this into a 3-inch chunk just to make it a little bit more manageable. Let's see how this looks. I'm going to cut out both pieces because I can't decide which one to use. Maybe I use both, but I don't know. Probably not. So I'm going to use this one and this one. Let's cut these both out and see what happens. Okay. We didn't have vellum for so long that I've gotten out of the habit of using it. But if we don't buy it, they'll stop having it. And then we cry. Okay. There we go. Let's see how this looks. All right, 754. This kind of, you know what? I suppose when I do these Mystery Card Mondays, I really should just stick with one and just work on jazzing it up. Oh, thank you, Cindy. You can send me money anytime, girl. Oh, hello, Belinda, my friend. Back to Texas. Didn't you just get home from Christmas? Oh, and you're going back to Texas. No, wait, what? The paper is still available online. Yeah, hi, Sheila. Yes, this paper, it's the, this online exclusive is still available. I don't know if it was out of stock. I don't know. Okay, what's going on here? Stuck good. Vellum is pretty tough, actually. She says as she rips it. My goodness. So all my paper and ribbon that I've ordered up for the shares should be in by Thursday. So I hope to have those ready to pick up and or mail out. Oh, for heaven's sakes, by Monday. I should have waxed this die. Okay, I just tore the vellum a little bit there. Let's see how we do here. It doesn't want to come out. I tore it, so this guy might end up without. Okay, here we go. All right, there we go. Oh, that's nice. I like that. Should I do a green one and a vellum one? Or should I do both vellum? Yeah, I should. Oh, to wax the die? Emily. So she's like, what are you talking about? There are a few ways that you can prime your dies so that you don't have to do what I just did and like you're tearing things and you're saying bad words. So if you have some wax paper, which I have a ton in my, like I have essentially an entire kitchen down here, so you can tear up a piece of wax paper and then you run it through. Here's my vellum. You're going to run it through your machine like this. Watch this. What? Okay, so you saw how I just struggled with getting that out. I'm going to run it through with a piece of wax paper between the vellum and the die. Okay, so you saw how I struggled to get that out, right? Oh, look, it literally just fell out. Like you saw it happen. You saw it happen here. It has, the piece of wax is still on there though. So let's just take that off. That's the wax paper. Now, you can do that. Another thing you can do, and that'll keep it kind of greased, what I call it greased for a few passes. You can also just take the wax paper and go like this. You don't have to actually run it through the die, but this just kind of slicks it up. Okay, so that works too. You like it with the green and the vellum. Okay, wax on, wax off. Green and vellum. Okay, that's what we have now. I've got all kinds of vellum. I could do both. I could do green, vellum. That's getting a little crazy busy. Okay, so when it comes to gluing down your vellum, you'll see it if you just glue it down the way it is. So you've seen me do this. Like if you put tape on it, you would see that through. So what the tip that I learned from, I think it originated with Patty Bennett. You get a silicone brush from the dollar store, you snip off the ends of it, and we're just going to brush it on everything. And then if it's all covered, no one will see it. So we're just gonna put that on all of the vellum. Put that over to the side. Put that down, and it's not as noticeable. It's poking through, but anyway. And then for here, I'll finish up with dabbing it here. I have a new found, I wouldn't say love for the liquid glue, but less hate. If you have a minute and you can just let this glue sit for a minute, my friend Glenda taught me this, that if it can just air dry for a couple of minutes, then you're not going to get glooping glue. It's not going to ooze out everywhere. It works more like glue dots, like where it's tacky and it doesn't smush everywhere. So now that I've been doing that, I don't hate it as much as I used to. So I'm just going to hang out. While that happens, I have 1 minute to go. I want to trim this up. Scissors. dimensionals on that. Yeah, you can do glue dots on the corner. There's lots you can do. I like just covering it all with either a sponge or with this thing, silicone, whatever it's called. Okay. Yeah, I do that too. I'll put tape or dots where it's going to be hidden by another piece. In this case, though, the green isn't going to cover a whole lot of it. So I won't do that. Oh, that should have been up here. Like that. It's your birthday. This is crooked. That bothers me immensely. Of course, because I only have 1 minute left. Here we go. Let's put that like that. It's your birthday. I do have green. I've got, well, this is not Mossy Meadow. It's Old Olive. That's fine. Close enough for me right now. It is 8:01. How did that happen 1 minute ago? It was 7:59. Okay. Glue dot. Sure, let's go all with the coral. Just to break up that darkness. So there, so it's even more snazzed up. We got the vellum peeking in behind there. So now we've got 4 different kinds. So it just comes down to how much you want to play. Now, just let me quickly go into that, the layout that I started with. So this was the layout that I started with. Okay, so that one looks pretty similar, right? When I looked at it, this is what came of this. I had a bunch of pieces. I was playing around with the gears set. And so I had all kinds of, like I had all the pieces cut. Anyway, I looked at this layout and I went, well, how about if I have a strip here and really I just need, you know, something in this area. This turned into this. That's the power of a layout. It's a jumping off point. This is what I jumped off of, like with. Words are hard. And this is how I landed. This is where I ended up. So I've got the textured paper and all the gears. And this is kind of like the strip. And then I just, instead of the paper, I just had gears kind of floating down the paper. So that's the power of a layout, you guys. Use your catalog, use sketches, whatever you can come up with. Thank you. Thank you for popping in, you guys. I hope you enjoyed that. And so please pop in tomorrow for my BOGO, you guys. Seriously, I haven't worked in close to 2 months. I could use some orders. So if you guys can find something in my stash you want, if you order new product, you get my stuff for free. You just have to pay for me to mail it to you in Canada. And there's all kinds, you can stack the deals in that you can get, you're going to earn the coupons, what are they called? Bonus day coupons if your order is $60 or more. At $100, if you haven't already purchased the product for the month for January, you can get that with that order. You do it all. I mail out the stuff. It's going to be awesome. Tell your friends. Pop in tomorrow, even if you're just to hang out and watch. I've got some amazing sets, some old sets. Some are brand new. Shocking, I know. Hopefully I'll see you tomorrow night. If not, pop in Friday morning for coffee break at 10 a.m. Mountain Time. And it was so nice to hang out with you guys. If you make this layout, pop it in the comment. I'm going to take pictures of these, pop it in the comments underneath, and let me see what you do with this layout. I would love to see it. So Happy New Year, and we'll see you tomorrow, Friday, Monday. Have a great week, you guys.